Consistency is key. So staying consistent is one of the most important things that you need for success in whatever you're trying to achieve in your life. For example, if you are trying to learn a new skill, then staying consistent will help you get further faster. And some things, if you stop doing them so much, then they can actually completely halt any progress. For example, going to the gym but only doing it once a week, for example, is going to get you very little results, if any. You need to do probably 2-3 times a week, maybe even a little bit more. It depends on the volume, but in general, like, consistency is very important for long-term success in any skill, anything like that, that you just have to keep showing up every day. You have to just do these, habits every day to keep improving your craft. If you play a guitar for 100 days straight, you're gonna get pretty good at it compared to most people, because most people haven't even probably picked it up, or if they have, they've just given it up very, very quickly. You have to have the will to see it through, and for a lot of people, they just don't have the patience because they want it right now. So they do something and they're like, I'm bored, I'm not seeing the results I want. But if you're willing to stick it out, then that's when you really start to get somewhere. For example, if you start doing YouTube videos and you're like, oh no, I've only got 2 subscribers after I've posted a video or something, and I'm just gonna give it up. Well, it's gonna take several videos for most people to really start to break through and the algorithm to start pushing them out. It's just common sense, really, but a lot of people expect things to happen overnight. But the reality is that ain't gonna happen for the vast majority of people. Just like you're not gonna get rich overnight. If you're not just gonna get lucky with something and boom, you get loads of money. You can't just expect to, and I'll get a drop shipping business with just doing one thing. You have to keep doing what you're doing, and eventually it will pay off if you're really persistent with it, and you kind of are willing to admit when you're making mistakes as well. And this is another thing that you have to accept, that you might be doing something wrong, and a lot of people don't want to accept that because of their pride, and they don't want to think that they've been messing up the whole time, because that can be painful to accept. But you have to sometimes do that to see progress in the long run. Sometimes we get setbacks, but I'm just saying that in general, if you keep practicing, you'll get better at it. And if you're not, go back to the drawing board and try again. It should work out when you try again. If you do things right, you might even get way faster results than you've ever had with whatever you're trying to do. For example, you're going to the gym and you're finding, oh, I'm not really getting results anymore. Well, go back to the drawing board and figure it out. Maybe there's something you're doing wrong. Maybe the technique is off. But just don't give up because you're not getting the results that you want right away. Another thing is realistic expectations. A lot of people give up because they're just not expecting realistic outcomes from what they're doing. If you think that you're going to become some rock star just by picking up a guitar for a week or a month or even a year, then you've got another thing coming. So what I'm saying is you need to just keep practicing every day. It can even just be a few minutes every day, but those few minutes add up every single day to hours and hours and hours and hours of practice. Some people say that it can take 10,000 hours of practice to master something. So that is a lot of hours. Now, of course, it's different for everybody. And, the quality over quantity, for example, in some cases, like, work smarter, not harder and all that. But let's say it takes 10,000 hours of dedicated work at something. You know how long that is? Well, it's 24 hours in a day. Let's assume you could work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. How many hours is there in 1 week? I think it's 168. 168 times by 52. You're looking at about, just trying to think, about, what's that? 8. Just trying to think, 8. However many hours it is, it's a lot of, I'm trying to think, yeah, hang on. It's probably years worth of practice is what I'm saying. It'd take you years to get there, and that's even if you could just work every waking hour of the day, which is impossible. You're probably going to be able to do maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 hours maybe at most, because you're probably working a lot of those hours, and you're probably going to be, you might even be a bit tired, so the quality might not be there for a lot of people. So it's going to take a lot of dedication, but if you really want to get somewhere with something, then you can do it. It's just going to take a lot of focused, hard, smart work. But you also don't want to burn yourself out too. Take breaks when you need to, because some people end up wearing themselves out. They give up because they feel like they can't cope anymore. When you're feeling that, just take a step back and then come back to it when you're feeling refreshed. So yeah, hopefully you got something out of this video. I'm going to be going live again soon, so take care. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Bye.